I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again, see you again.
See you again, cartoon. Futuristic Mick Mo on NCS 24/7 Gaming Music Livestream.
We got millions of reasons to let it all go. Hope we're not too broken. I know I'm not always strong. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again, see you again.
And welcome. Yes, today's ranged attacks. I want to do a little bit more of that code, which, well, we got halfway through it by accident. So I thought, well, let's do a little bit of a recap today and find out whether we can complete it. We're just about at the point where we could target at range. So there's the code as far as it went. So this is in objects, game objects. I don't think the code is up on GitHub. Or I hope it isn't. I don't know where GitHub is up to. Let's have a look. Can't use that mouse, so I must have to use this mouse. Ah, yes, this mouse might do. Oh no. You've got the ranged attack preparation. It's on GitHub. That's good. So you have all of the code except for this. Ranged attacks was something I started and, well, we got distracted because we didn't have any monsters to target. Except poor M, who has suffered enough at our hands doing melee combat. We have to make sure that this thing works as well, don't we? Okay. Alright, settle in, settle down, buckle in, put on your seatbelts, let's have a bit of fun. There we go, all sorted. Pop that there for a minute. Let's have a look at this code. Oh yeah, does it run? Does it run? Run. Oh, what is that code? You can see I didn't read it. Yep, we're working. We're up and running. Good. That's what I like to see. A good start to the day. Great. Things are working. Lovely. Oh. Stairs, yeah, that's right. Yep, that's definitely a 3D scene. And the monster does 2 damage. Yes, combat works. Lovely. Well, after a fashion anyway. So, index. Okay, yes. Equals 0. That's what I was trying to put in there, I think. Okie dokie. So the code now starts. So we're just going to scan for any wandering monsters we might find at the x-axis or the z-axis. So this is like a bit of a scanning routine, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah. So let's treat it as such. The wandering monsters, we have the locations of all of them. Someplace up here, I think. Yeah, monsters wandering and monsters room. We've just got a vector, so it's a search. That's fine. So it's for index equals, well, index already equals 0, so we don't need that. And whilst index is less than, and that's going to be vertex. Vector. Vectors, that was it. Vector, yeah. Is less than that for, and it's and, it needs the address of monsters wandering. Index plus plus. Yeah, I'm reading what I've written and I don't like what I've written. Interesting. Okay, that's fair enough. That's normally what happens with me. So every time we get one of those, we need to know the value at that vector. So, yeah, that's really no good to me. That value there. May as well do that. Target underscore ID equals 0. And we will return target, not index. There we go. Lovely. How's this coffee doing? Should have brewed by now. Oh, look, there's a channel. Alrighty, I haven't even said hello to everybody. Well, hey, let's do that. Let's find out what time it is. That's working. Yep, everything's working. It's 10:35. Good. Good. Nice one. Alrighty, now we've got everything up and running. All we need to do is set an if statement. If and it's going to be a vector. Get and monsters wandering, comma, index. Okay. It's not an if statement, is it? I'm slow today. I'm very, very slow. I'm not on the ball. I seem to be a bit dopey. Interesting. Oh, well, slow down a second because it's not an if statement. Yeah. Okay. That looks normal. But I don't need to do that in here, do I? Yes, we do, because they can change and be different, no problem. There are shortcuts around this, which I'm not allowed to do because this is prototype, so I'll do it the long way. Okay. And what we do is we'll look it up, object, that one. We look up the component. Of the index. No. That's an I32. Right there. Comma. Yeah, that'll do it. and its component position. So if monster arrow pointer position vec3 0 is equal to x-axis, which is passed in, and monster, this is a hell of a long way round of doing things. 2 is equal to the, what else do we pass in there? The z-axis. Then target ID equals, oh dear, that didn't go very well. Not used to this keyboard, especially that spacebar. Equals that. It's roughly about it. We can break after that as well. Once we have a target, we can break. Yeah. Now we're doing that twice. Alright. So we should bring that out to make that into proper code. So it would be I32 current ID is equal to whatever that thing was I just did that with. That equals current ID. And that equals current ID. There we go. If we go through and we don't find an ID to match, then it drops out to target ID 0. Okay. Which is a false. Could use that. Now, this code is exactly the same. As usual, we are not bothered about it being exactly the same. That's just the way it is, folks. Delete that back a bit. There we go. Except it's not wandering. It's monsters rooms. So it's just the other list. Blah 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 blah. So that'll work on both lists. And be very happy. Very standard code. So what happens if we get one of these? Let's go find out. Let's go back into presentation mode so I can see it. Lovely. Okay, if the space exists, ask if there is a targetable object in that space. So that's what we've done. If it's not equal to 0, then break. We've got a target. Otherwise, continue for the second test and repeat until we have no space to target. Ah. That tests the space, does it? Oh, we're in this while loop here, sorry. I'm looking at the if statement. We're in the while loop. I'm just wondering, that should be a do loop, not a while loop. Choices. While makes more sense to people, I think, rather than the do loops, because you drop through a do loop where you don't with a while. You have to satisfy that condition first. Right, that sounds okay then. Yeah, because we test object at a location is equal to 0, so we don't have to repeat the if. Okay. So that was z-axis minus minus. And that's my to-do. Yay! We have hit the to-do. So this is the targeting system. So this to-do is basically everything from there to the while loop, and that will get us a target. Okay. Control V, and it's plus plus. Alrighty, make sure we have our set Z and X. We have. So that's fine. That'll take us along the positive Z-axis, which is south. Direction 3 is the X-axis. Look at this. Copy and paste. Yum, yum. Search west is X. And search east is the reverse. I'm about to burn my fingers. Alright, that's that done. And that will return object at location. Lovely. But it's an X, please, Bob. There we go. That's you lot done. That is correct, it's never used. So that's the UI's fault. Local variable is only assigned but never accessed. That's the critical hits. Why is it never accessed? What would it do? Okay. Alright, so we'll do that to get rid of that one. Value is never used, which means we haven't completed something. We haven't returned. Why have we not returned the damage? It says we're supposed to. Have we done the defense roll? Maybe this is not complete. That is correct. Let's have a look. Where's the defense defender? Look up the object. Ah, that's why we couldn't do it. Roll to hit. We needed a defender ID. Object lookup component. Okay. Combat target search. Oh, I've just got a message through. Just one sec. I'll look at that in a second. Let me just complete that thought. It's an no. It's an if. If defender ID is still equal to 0 at this point, then we need to bail out. And just return 0. Look at component, roll to hit, critical hit check, attack roll. Defense roll. Critical miss, damage equals 1. There you go. Right, what's this yellow business about? Oh, it's just not... Ah, that's good. We've got it down to that one. It's never used. Fantastic. Alrighty, let's just leave it at never being used. I think for now. I'm not sure how I want to use that under the current system. So, what just flashed up on screen? Discord? Okay. Hello Discord, how are you doing? What have we got? Oh, I've got a message. Alright, I better just send a reply to that one. Yeah, yeah, okay. 10-word rule. Right, I'll pop that down. Lovely. I'm thinking of building a teaching course for programming, not for different kinds of languages, but for actually programming. Because as you can see, I do programs slightly different to most. I wouldn't say I'm unconventional. Probably am because I'm not a programmer. But the code I generate is prototype code. What I would do is hand this to a programmer and say, fix this, but no, you wouldn't. I'd do it myself. I'm happy with the ranged attack being there. I better put myself on air. Sugar. Just realised. They won't know. Okay. Oh. I have no idea why that screen just opened. Okay. Fine. I've just received a podcast screen from Discord. I'll skip that. Okay, so we now have a ranged attack system. So we go to our GUI input. Oh yeah, talking about programming, and I say that I'm not a programmer. I was actually doing some Metal programming yesterday on an Apple Mac. My first attempt at Swift, and yeah. Metal, by the way, is Apple Mac's word for OpenGL, so it's nothing I haven't seen before. Under these current key states, we do take the player's hold position, okay? That's not fully done. Okay. So that's just oh right, that's a different check. But we could do it at the same time, so yeah, alright, fair enough. If whoa, keyboard, way, hey, slow down. I'm not that fast. Current key states. SDL scan code. It will be T, I think. I think it's just that. SDL scan code T. Then we do the range, set ranged combat up. So that will be oh, why isn't everything where it's supposed to be? What happened here? Why did it happen? Oh, right. This has been updated. Okay. So it'll be an alteration to the current game state. And that will equal action. Move, attack, sleep. How's about ranged? That's in common. Where's our ranged attack action? Action. Doing it badly again, aren't I? Ranged attack. Comma. Back to input. Action. Ranged attack. That's that done. If they've pressed T, then there's no other action they can be taking, so we can now return. Yep. Current game state. Yep. Isn't that what we're supposed to be doing? Yes. What's wrong with current game state? Oh. Okay. The same's true here. If you're resting, you can't be taking another action. Yeah. There we go. Lovely. Which means we can now, in our update, current game state needs another action for that healing to work. Not sure if you have played Rogue, but you gain natural healing on move 16, I think it is, without using the period key. Yeah. So we have to do that as well. So let's have a look at what we can do about that. So I finished this. That is now taken over by the main loop. So let's just complete this up without me getting too distracted. Main game loop. We go, yeah, we'll have that one. While that lot gets done there, in the main game update, we get a return value. Alright, that's that to do. I think we'll add this in actually. If current game state player action equals ranged attack then resolve. There we go. That's the code for it anyway. Oh, that was close. So that's in. That's the final part. I don't want to resolve it at this stage because the resolution of it, we've still got a piece missing, and I want to get as many of these to-dos as I can done before I put another to-do in for that. That was it. Natural healing. Will it overlap? Well, it can. Soul. Yes, it will. So let's just pop back into common. I know this is something I want to do today, so I'll get it out of the way whilst it's in my thoughts. What's all this about here? We didn't even use them. Alright, fair enough. That's you gone. And what didn't we use here? Action asleep. Oh, we haven't done the rooms monsters. Yes, that's okay then. That's fine. You're okay. There's a red marker down the bottom. Oh. We were supposed to be filling that in. Alrighty, fair enough. We haven't got an attack target right now. I'll pop you out. That's fine. Game state, here we go. I also want an I-32 turn count. So it will be natural heal. Like that. What that is going to do is keep count of the natural healing ability. And that comes under injuries. So injuries can have that. Yeah. Nope. Don't want that there. I want that there. Which means we have to take it every turn. Right, let's have a look at this. Alright, we do have a bull coming in. Right, so it's a variable that's going to start at 0. And it's an OR that gets added on here. Or current game state. And it is the natural heal. Yep, that's correct. Which gets incremented here. So I better increase it. Blah, 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 blah. Natural heal plus plus. There you go. Or the natural healing is greater than or equal to 16 turns. There we go, that's that to do. Then blah de blah de blah, blah de blah de blah, blah blah. Why do we never reset it? Players health +1 if rest period is complete. Okay. Alright, so we've done a damage health roll. Health status rested, full rest. La la la. We do that. But we also have to reset our timers, which is current game state. That will be natural heal equals 0. Once you've got a heal off, and current game state, it resets both timers. Natural player, number of rests equals 0. That's what I was looking for. That's correct, but it does double up, so it gets a double check, which is fine. I don't mind about that. It means it should happen. But not twice. Yeah, that will work. We should be returning the current game state, shouldn't we? Oh no, an I-32. Why are we returning an I-32? Natural recovery. That's returning the current game state. Alright then. I'm not liking that being in the keyboard input, but it's there. Okay. That's a little bit confusing, so we're going to have to put natural healing into the input to keep it together. We don't have a choice. That's where it goes at the moment. And what happens is we just put an else in. And it's injuries. Healing update. False. Comma. Current game state. There we go. Lovely. Worked out quite nicely. So that's that done. I've modified the bits that I wanted to. Lovely. Right. Let's have a look what we've got up here. No, I don't really want any of those. Don't want any of those. Nope. Nope. Let's try a build. See what I've missed. Let's have a look now. Oh, that attack target does work. That's interesting. I know what it's for. I just don't really want the yellow markers in here. Fine. We are using it then. That's fine. As long as we're using it, I'm not really that bothered. Whether it's being set or not is a different thing. Who would set it? Error attack target, yeah. That's on the target searching pattern. It's the if statements. Oh right, I see, I just haven't put it in. That's interesting. Wonder why I didn't do that. Attack target direction, yeah. That's north. And that's south. May as well use them. That's what I did them for. To be used instead of stupid numbers which don't mean anything. Attack target west. And attack target east. Excellent. That's better. Right, so that would have come from the ranged attack direction finder. Which is below. That's melee. Alright, this is looking okay now, a bit better. defender ID. And we have an attack target set there. Oh, awkward. It's how do we get that? How do we initialize that variable there? At the moment it's attack target none. So everything's just going to fall through. Right, I better note that, but not here. So attacker, attack target. Note. Attacker. Pull that in. Attack target. Needs to be set by the GUI. We haven't got one, which is why I'm not doing this part. I'm leaving it blank. Update player's location within dungeon. Is player in a room? Fair question. Well, the answer is yes. We already decided that. They are in room 0. And it's not equal to none. Okay. I don't know if that can happen. I think that might be an invalid if statement by now. Okay. It doesn't make sense because it's a turn-based. You can't take a no action. You can press the period key or the search key, but there certainly isn't an action none except at initialization, when an action hasn't been taken. It's the only time when the player hasn't done anything. And I'll keep it. I don't see why I should alter that piece of code as yet. Right, let's have a look. Quick break. I'm still staring at that and I shouldn't be. Need to get out of this view. It's no good me staring at that. Okay. Right, we do have a correction. Right, let's have a look at that. Corrections are okay. This is in Monster data initialize. And foolishly, just off the top of my head, I started rolling dice. Well, no, that's not quite right. Hit points current should be undetermined until you are placed. That dice roll shouldn't happen here. That should hold the level index, which is the number of dice to roll. So it's wrong, not because the idea is wrong, it's because the dice roll is in the wrong place. This dice roll doesn't happen here. It happens in objects. That one's been annoying me. That's why I'm doing it now. So it's these two functions here. So add room monster. That's not right. As we found out with the wandering monsters, that's not right. Or is it? Yes, it is. That's to the renderer. Okay. Where do we create them? For each room, test for a wandering monster. Yes. Set new monster index. Yes. And there we have it. We don't give them any combat stats. Make solid and add combat stats plus set current HP. It's all in there. That's why I left it as a to-do, because I wanted to collect as much as I could into there. That's that bit. And the wandering monsters. Populate room 0 with a possible type. Alright, it's exactly the same. So I've now nearly got these ready, these to-do statements ready. Okay, that's good. Looking good, my God. Right, so we actually updated some to-dos there. We've now started to get those two into the right place. In fact, they are nearly doable now. I just knew that there was stuff missing. I needed to know what it was. Okay, back to our to-dos. Update player's location within dungeon. That's the one I want to be doing. But it's also the one I want to do last. Why are you saying please complete me? Oh right, is that where I started? Getting the targets and stuff. Let's have a look at this code. Alright, object lookup wandering monster location. For next loop. Yep, break, yep. Yep, done. And room monsters exactly the same, but with room monsters, that was correct. It was this that held us up. These vectors. That's all done. Wow. Okay, let's carry on. We're down to 7. Add items, update place location, add room contents, add items. Yep. That's important. But not yet. Right. Let's have a coffee. What we got? Oh. Cold coffee. Lovely. So it's at this point that we are past the apex. Everything is set up properly. The things that we don't really have is this AI thing. But we can start adding the items now, I think. Or setting that up, should I say. I mean, it's nothing we haven't already done. So we really need to start setting ourselves up for a win in the items category. In here. And this is coming right at the end of initialization, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Which is becoming a rather long 25. This is getting too big. $200 lines of code. It's not too big, it's just maybe it's trying to do too much. Mind you, there's a lot of duplicate code, isn't there, in there? So that's fine. There's a few functions to rip out of it. That'll get rid of most of this grot as it is. Okay. Where to start? I suppose we start at the beginning with items. We don't have any. We have the item data. But how do we assign them? Now we... Well, items require a model and a position. And then they will need an item component. So it's a new component. So let's think about it. So looking at model, position, and item stats. Something like that. Let's think about that. Model, position, and stats. That's the normal way of doing things, isn't it? Are there any better abnormal ways of doing this? Oh, the first thought that crosses my mind. The answer's yes. Are we going to do it? No. We're prototyping. Ah dear. There's a fantastic method called tokenization. Gave birth to the key tree ideas. Ah, them were the days when nobody knew any better. Okay. Okay, what I'm going to do then, we'll pull out of here actually. No, we won't keep it in this view today. I might want to jump around a little bit. Not that I don't anyway. Let's get rid of you. Right, let's go back to main. Restart this up. Get ourselves set for doing something. And I want to be at the bottom. Blah blah blah. I'm just having a look at these scrolls. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that'll do. That's a question mark. Now I can't just pull these in by number. $50 and a slash. 40 and a pling. Hold on a minute. 40, 50 and what? 70. What's at 60 then? Right, it's just where I've placed them, isn't it? Yeah. The rings are at 60. Do 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 do. Oh, stairs up is 60. Weapons. Armor. Ah, right, yeah. Okay, that's where we just finished. That's okay. And yeah, I want that split off. That's just item data. So I've already got that. Oh, that's a big meow. Just let me go and check that he's okay. Cue Muppet for that. Alrighty. So we need models. Yeah, that's what we need. And I need black bubbly burpy liquid. Put that cold coffee away. I did correct all the armor values, didn't I? Yes, I did. Awesome. Let's get some models. Yeah, we'll start with armor. Just go through each of the models and update. Are you alright now, Muppet? Hey? Okay. Bless him. Bless him. Okay, messages coming in. Right, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. What do we need? Aha. Monsters, please. And our first choice is going to be a square bracket to the right. And that's going to be armor. So delete that one. And it's that one. Yeah, that's the one. Yep, that looks okay. Set origin, please. Yeah, that looks about right. We can export that as armor. So resource, it's a model, and it's ASCII, and it's called armor, or will be any second now. Z forward, selection only. Yep, looks good. Geometry, triangulate. Not bothered about anything else in there except the normals. Done. Right. Next. Git add. Git add. There we go. Saves you having to do this, doesn't it? Next up on here is 554322 Yeah, that's right. Weapon is a curly bracket. So I can delete you. And it's that one. That's not a nice model. Never mind. That's what it is. Yep, that's fine. That's a weapon. Make sure everything holds here. Yep, done. Add you to Git. Hello, Pudding. Are you okay, love? Oh, thank you. You had food now? Yeah, good. Bless. He's a love. After weapon, we have Rings. Fair enough. Delete equals. Perfect. Export a wave object. Z forwards, and this is rings. Everything's good, 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 good. That's that done. And the next add. So that's you done. Potions are the X thingy mark. Yeah, pling. The pling. Which is that one. And the object. There we go, put you in the right place and save you out. I forgot to tell you what I'm doing. Potions. Which is absolutely normal for me. Potions, there you go. Alright, that's okay. That's okay, done. This is a part of programming that I do like. Nothing goes wrong. Well, not usually anyway. Rods, staves or wands. We'll call them rods. Slash. That's that one. That's better. Shifts it only a slight bit, but it does make a big difference. Yeah, we should be alright with that. Rods. Yeah, export. So yeah, this is what real programming is about. Repetition. Gathering the data. Scrolls. Query. Alrighty. I could fiddle about with different models, but nah. There we go. I have no idea which character set this is, and I don't really care. It's an ASCII program, so these are ASCII characters. That's all I care about. What do you mean it's 3D? It's ASCII. Okay, that doesn't exist. Good. It'll look good on the Mac, I think. But we'll see. We'll see. Object mode, yep. Did we correct it? We did. Did we save it? We did. Yeah. Lovely. I love it when a plan comes together. And that's it. So that is our list. Armor, weapons, and a load of stuff. Yeah. That's not that much then. That's good. How to deal with it all though? There's the big question. Alright, we need to load them up. And the loader is up here somewhere. Okay. So, what have we done? So I've done ranged attacks. Natural healing. And item models. Okay. That'll do. Lovely. Pop those up. And there's source control. So yeah, we have liftoff, I guess. Nope, didn't like that one. Okay. Authentication required. Yeah, that's fine. There we go, it's all up on GitHub now. Alright, and for anybody who doesn't know where the GitHub is, it's here. It's github.com/FraserBladeSharp, all one word, /sand_rogue. So it's that address there, and that has all the code as seen here. Next, now that we have the code, we have the models, we should load them up. That'll come under source. Alright. That's what it'll use. Initialize models. I think we start with I don't think there's really any sensible way of doing this, is there? No, there isn't. Alright, back to the top then. Alright, it's one at once. I'm not sure I like that idea, but that's what we have. So it's just add it to here. I've got to get the correct object IDs as well. Yeah, I do. So this is a square bracket. 93. Okay. So 93 armor, 93 square bracket. Okay. Let's yeah. Let's make a table. Next. We decided that weapons were the bracket, the normal bracket. Which I can't see. Oh god, don't tell me they're above 127. It's 41. Yeah, it's just a font that's been used in here. 41's 41 for that one. So weapon 41. And that's that one. Next up, rings equals sign. And the equal sign is 61. Okay. Looking good so far. Game objects, rings. Potions are a pling. Uh, 33. Okay. I hope I got any of these wrong. It's going to be right backside to change afterwards. I should be double checking all of these. It's data. Rods are a slash. $47. Doesn't make sense. But anyway, this table never made sense to me anyway. There we go. 47. And that's that character. And squirrels are the query mark. And the query mark is 63. As you can see, they're just all over the place. So I'm not even going to try and put them in order. There's no real need. I'm just going to list them out instead. So that's easier. That is stairs. Stairs down. And that is a door. Door, well, let's do it properly. 43 plus stairs down, 62. And that is the greater than sign. Looking good. So there's our data. Programming made easy by Blades. Oh, I'm loving this part of the programming because I know that from here on in it gets just easier and easier and easier to complete. We're over the hill and far away. Speaking of which, it's been hot recently. And we've got storms. Which is interesting. For late August. It is late August, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Second half of August, and we've got storms. Temperature's about right for a British summer, but the weather is Well, it's raining, so I suppose it's about right for a British summer. But the storms aren't. Here in Britain, we usually get our storms around March. Oh, we used to. I think that's a better way of putting it. Once we have the items, we can go ahead and put locating the player in, and then opening up new rooms. I think at that point we are set to finish. There's everything else after that is just features, except for the LOS, line of sight. But even that's a feature, really. Once we've got all the data, the jobs are good, and everything else is features. And you just add features one by one. And they should all integrate in completely without any problem whatsoever, because all the code will be there for it. As we add actions and special attacks, those are features. And that kind of thing. It's quite easy. So, as you can see, there's absolutely nothing special going on here. The object ID is 93. For the ASCII code, I'm using the ASCII code as the object ID because I know then it's unique and it's an individual number, because all the ASCII table is in use. Here, we just change it to armor. Yeah. I'm not really bothered about spacing. There we go. And this is what I meant about things getting easier. If more code is needed, it's mostly copy and paste now. There's no... Well, there is the AI, which I'm trying to not do. But we are going to need it. So I think I'll make that into a special episode, but I'm going to have a look at and decide on what I want to do for the code first. That's rings, plural. So yeah, there is going to be that. But, I mean, it's nothing that hasn't been done before, so it's just copying down the algorithm and sticking it into code. We've got to check this for crashes now, haven't we? Shouldn't be hard. Rods. And that's why I didn't put all of these into any kind of specific order. I just thought of doing willy-nilly because I knew I'd have to do this in the end anyway. I'll leave it up to the optimization stage to do anything about it. And scrolls. That's it. Okay. Just run it in debug to check the stats. Thank you. I'll need to check that one. So I've got 28 models in already. That's 26 plus the player is 27 plus the doors 28, and for the 0th we have the other one, whatever the other one was. Door and stairs down, yeah. Done. Yep, done. That works. I just wanted to make sure we wasn't going to get a pathing error. That's something I could do at some time, is shadow mapping. That comes under special effects features though. Adding an extra camera. Or just put fake shadows on. Not sure. I think it would help those shadows. Yeah. Lovely. Fantastic. So I've loaded the items up. All we have to do now is initialize them and place them. The only room we have to do at the initialization stage is room 0. But it's not at this stage, is it? Populate room 0 with possible residents. Ah, yes it is. It's here. So we should be back to the to-do. Yes, we are. Okay. Alright, so that goes in here. Lovely. Alright, so this is where the code goes. Let's just check what we've done before. Populate room 0 with possible residents. So this is populate room 0 with possible items. Okay. Next part of this is a dice roll. Ah. There is a placement that I've done wrong. This is in the wrong order. Items goes in here. Why have I done it in the wrong order? Oh, that's right. You have to do the items before the residence, even though I don't think I've accounted for it. We do have to do it that way round. I'll keep that there. Alright, this involves a dice roll. What will the dice roll be? There's an item chance description. Okay. A % drop on everything. I'm trying to think of D&D rules for this. There's no GURPS light rules for these. It's up to referee how he wants to balance his system. So this will be probably a D&D rule. And in D&D it would have been a 1d20. And you would have looked up the answer in Appendix A or B at the back of the DMG for random treasure tables. And there were lots of them, and the treasure types were given in the monster manual. I need a simplistic way of doing this that isn't going to hinder the player. That in itself is interesting. The balance of scattering items through a dungeon will affect the whole balance of the whole game. No two ways about that. Nothing in there. Oh, right, yes. Fair enough. Oh, dear me. Ten, 10, 25. Did we put food in that lot? We didn't. It's a fixture, though. Don't like it. Don't like it. So I am going to do more research on that. I do have the numbers. Either in my head or I've written them into this program someplace. But not here. That's awkward. It's a D6 I'm going to be using. I think it's 1 to 3. Okay. It really should be the same as the monsters, but it affects the amount of monsters on a level. It starts in it's just exactly the same thing. Alright, so let's put a dice roll in. Needs to be checked. Okay. We'll have a d6, obviously. I'll put that check in. On a 6-sided dice, it's going to be a 1 or 2. This is now going to be a massive problem. It's a while loop. That's the first thing. It can have multiple items in one room. That solved that problem. We need to solve item category. I've got no chance of spelling that word, have I, today? It's a percentage chance for an item from that category. And that's really it. Where? Oh, we place them in a separate storage area. Do we run that separate storage area? We do, but where from? Main game mode. Alright. Fine. So this needs setting up before objects can have a crack. Okay. The code is simple, but that's not the point. It's the initializations I've got to be careful with. New dungeon object items is second. Yeah. I think that's item data. That's why it's confusing me. Okay. Alright, you can come out of here now. You have to go up to the top with... Do we move that into common? No reason to at this point. Right, so this has its own Conchar Games items. Right, that's good news. But we have to generate item data used for generating objects. So that's what it is. Static Conchar Star Game items. So it's a name, the value. The value is a percentage drop. Armor and weapons have already been added. We've added data to those. Okay. So. Get back to our to-do. Okay. Well, at least this is coming together. that's okay. Now, if I'm correct in my assumption, the category isn't random. Because it doesn't need to be. The rooms are random, so it looks random. But it says an artificial impression. The human mind looks for patterns, and when it can't find one, it says it's random. And because there's a random number generation already involved in the rooms, we don't need it here. We just need it to determine whether we should place something in the room. I'm just thinking about that dice roll. I don't think it's high enough. I think it's 1 to 3. I think it's supposed to be 50%. To get 2 items in a room is 25%. I don't know, because the items can also be food and gold. So, yeah. That's why I'm going slow. Item category. Don't forget food and gold. Do we have food and gold loaded up? No, we do not. Those are the last 2 models? No, there's a upstairs model we're not including yet as well. What time are we on? Oh, it's 12:45. Alright, I'm going to split it today into 2 videos because I'm unwell, unfortunately. And I've got to go and take a break. I'm going to think about this a little bit more before I plough into it and destroy the whole thing. But I think I'm close now to what I want to do. I like to prepare things in English before I start doing any kind of code. So bear with me, I'll be back. What are we on now? 12:46. About an hour. Give us an hour for me lunch and see if I can feel any better than I'm doing right now. So painkillers, here we come. Take care, and in the meantime, have fun.